Hi there, Tim Bauer here from LiveVideoGuitarLessons.com with the practice tip of the day. This was for the beginning player, and this is for the very beginning player. I wanted to shoot something real quick just to kind of cover how you hold your guitar, basic guitar posture. Alright, so this is going to end up being a video of don'ts. Sorry about the negative spin there, but the purpose of this video is to make sure you don't develop a lot of bad habits that I see people develop often. They come to me after they've tried to learn how to play, and we have to try to break all these habits. So everybody kind of wants to drift to these same bad habits. So anyway, let's jump right in. Number one, thumb. Put your thumb in the right place on your chord hand. The proper place for your thumb is as if you're trying to put, I'm trying to get this where you can see it, as if you're trying to put a thumbprint right in the middle of the back of the neck. Pointing up toward the ceiling, doesn't have to be exactly toward the ceiling, but pretty close toward the ceiling. If somebody's sitting on the other side of you, they shouldn't see your thumb hanging over the top like that. Okay, now you can watch videos of 1,000 people playing guitar, even including your favorite stars, and 998 of them will have a thumb thrown over the top, especially when they're playing these open chords down here. This is going to be a little bit of a do as I say, not as I do. I play with my thumb over the top. You just have to take my word for it. It'll totally mess you up when you first start. You won't have trouble. You'll have a lot of trouble putting these chords down. The reason is because I just don't like to say don't do it and then not explain it. After somebody's been playing for a while, maybe 8 months, a year, or somebody's been playing a long time like I have, I don't need a lot of finger length for my fingers out in front of the neck anymore to get these proper angles down there. You will, because you're just getting started. As a matter of fact, if I have all this finger length out in front of the neck, it makes it so cumbersome. It makes my fingers so long that it makes it hard for me to play. Experienced players, you don't need all that length, so they can use their thumbs thrown over the top for two reasons. The main reason is you can do stuff with your thumb, and a secondary reason that maybe someone won't admit to, you're just kind of hanging the weight of your hand on your thumb. Not a lot, but I mean just a little bit. It's a little bit of a lazy position. So anyway, keep that in mind. Okay, number two, the first knuckle of your chord hand, the one with your fingernail on it, needs to be going straight into the guitar neck as much as possible. You don't have to make it perfect, but the straighter it's going in, the better everything's going to sound. And make sure that your finger, make sure your finger's as small as possible. As they relate to the distance between the strings. Don't turn it all like that, or whatever chord you're trying to make. Don't turn it on its side like that unless it's absolutely necessary, because my finger's fatter this way. It's going to hit the other strings. You want to keep it that way, where it's thin. It's thin from the nail to the front. So keep that in mind. So when you put a chord up there, you want to just kind of have everything all nice and straight. Have your knuckles bent, all your knuckles bent, unless you're doing a bar chord or some weird chord or some strange chord that, not strange, but some chord that requires your knuckles to not be bent. Most of them need to be bent. Okay, so let's jump on to fingernails. Keep them very, very, very short on this hand. Get that where you can see it. That, I'm trying to think. I played a show a couple of days ago, and that's actually getting a little bit long. I need to cut this one again. Keep them as short as you can. The way you hold on to your guitar with this arm is right where your elbow bends. If you're playing a big acoustic guitar like this, right on the edge of the front of your guitar, that's where you want it. You don't want to play way up over like that. You don't want to play way back like this. Usually this is about where people need to be. You can tell you're doing it right if you can let go of everything and kind of gesture around and hold your guitar, because your elbow has it. Okay, don't do this. I know you want to see your fingers when you're first getting started, but don't skew your guitar way out like that so you can see your fingers over. You can't, no matter what you do, you can't see them very well anyway. And this will mess you up. I've seen people develop that as a habit because nobody stopped them early enough, and they're breaking strings and they can't strum right because you're off on a slant rather than strumming up and down like it should be. So don't do that. Keep the guitar tight up against your body. I'm trying to think what else we need to cover. Pick. I'm sorry. Don't hold the pick with these two fingers. Don't hold it with 2 fingers and a thumb. Hold it with your index finger and your thumb. It's going to spin around on you. That's normal. You get used to it. Well, actually, you get used to preventing that from happening. But a lot of these bad habits, if you just don't drift into them to start with, it'll help your playing along much faster. You will have to go back. Everything I've talked about, if you do that, you're going to have to go back and break them all later. And it's hard to break a bad habit. So anyway, so follow all those guidelines. And, you know, pretty soon you can jump in there and just kind of, you know, mess around and play, you know, a little whatever. You know. So anyway, you saw my thumb over the top. What I was doing, I was muting strings. We'll cover that in another video. Just get used to playing these chords, your regular open chords, the proper way, thumb in the right place, and then you can move on to some other stuff like that. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. Hopefully this helped. Tune in again tomorrow for another practice tip, and I will see you soon. Thanks a lot.